Well, a good recipe for building a track is to, for me, kind of have a sound on which way you're gonna, you want to take it. Have it in your head already. Play that rhythm track, and once you get the rhythm track down, if you're comfortable with it, you know all these melodies, horn melodies, and background voices or whatever. They come natural to me. Sometimes I don't want everything to sound my style, so when I teamed up with Neville Anderson, and we had two other producers and musicians, Cousy Mellors and Charles Mellors, who came with a lot of ideas as well, and it was all very natural and very comfortable, and that makes it fun as well. So we just put everything together and dropped it, and we were satisfied with that sound. It came together quite well. We were familiar with each other's, ideas. That comes from playing together for years. But you basically, once you're comfortable laying your rhythm track, everything usually falls into place pretty easy. And you just keep building and building on it, till you feel it's a done deal. That's how I drop it sometimes, It becomes natural. I won't really be stuck in the booth trying to think of parts. And when you're working with a partner, he'll come in and fill the gap sometimes, and it just keeps it moving. Yeah. Well, I got my inspiration from going to my dad's nightclub when I was very young. A Jamaican nightclub back in the 60s. Many bands used to pass through with a lot of horn players, and I used to be there sitting in the front row. And also at the local Jamaican barbershop, these guys were horn players, and the saxophone player, Cousy. I guess that was the first time I ever saw somebody wail on the saxophone. That's where it started. I didn't know that the trumpet player was my good friend Sugar Minot's uncle. I found that out like years later. Going through my dad's record collection, that's where I learned about John Coltrane and Charlie Parker, Coleman Hawkins, Lester Young, Miles Davis, and so on and so forth. I dug deeper into the roots of reggae music and ska music, and that's when I learned about Tommy McCook and Roland Alfonso, and Cedric Brooks, Lester Sterling. I actually met Lester Sterling at my dad's club, but I didn't know he was, the man from back in the day. So that's, listening to these musicians, play their horns really inspired me. Meeting Roland Alfonso and sitting in with him, that played a big part of my career as well. So for those getting into the music, just have to know, learn the business end of it, protect your music, have your paperwork in order. It's not going to be an overnight thing. Gotta be strong and just gotta keep pushing through. No matter how tough things may look, at the end of the tunnel there is some light. It's just to keep fighting it, and know that you can't do it alone. You need a good team support behind you. You can't do everything by yourself. Always keep that in mind.